Hi, my name is Priyanka Bhandari and today I'll be presenting the Panama Canal Expansion Project, also called the Three Set of Locks Expansion Project. Today I'll be covering the background, purpose, cost schedule, projected timeline, project flow and the work breakdown structure, quality management and the performance monitoring, stakeholder concerns, successful project completion, interesting facts, and the conclusion. Historically, the original Panama Canal was completed in 1914, providing a crucial connection between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. However, as global trade increased and shipping vessels grew, it became evident that the existing infrastructure was insufficient to meet the modern demands. So there was a need for expansion. The expansion project was designed to accommodate larger vessels known as the new Panamax ships, which would enable more efficient shipping and increase trade capacity. The goal of the project was to increase the canal's capacity and decrease transit times, which would benefit shipping companies and consumers globally. The project goals were accommodating larger vessels. The primary objective was to widen and deepen the canal to facilitate the passage of new Panamax vessels, which was significantly larger than the original ones. Secondly, enhancing global trade. By increasing the canal's capacity, the expansion aimed to promote global trade and support economic growth worldwide. Thirdly, reducing shipping time and cost. The expansion would decrease waiting time for vessels, reducing shipping time and costs while also minimizing the environmental impact of maritime transport. The Panama Canal Expansion Project was a massive engineering project that involved the construction of a new set of locks to accommodate larger vessels. The project was completed in 2016 and the cost was approximately $5.25 billion. Talking about the breakdown of the project cost and the schedule, the project was first proposed in 2006 and the initial cost estimate was $5.25 billion. In 2007, a contract was given to GUPC to design and build the new locks. The construction began in 2007 and was expected to be completed by 2014. However, the construction was delayed due to labor disputes, cost overruns, and technical difficulties. The project was finally completed in 2016, 2 years behind the schedule. The final cost of the project was $5.25 billion, which was in line with the initial estimate. Now, we'll be discussing the project's timeline. The initial phase was the planning and the design phase from 2007 to 2009, which included the feasibility studies and evaluation, approval of the project by the Panama government and the public referendum, and finalization of the project design. The second phase was the construction phase from 2009 to 2016 that included excavation and dredging of the Pacific and the Atlantic entrances, construction of new locks on both the Pacific and the Atlantic sides, expansion of the navigational channels, installation of water-saving basins and other water management infrastructure, testing and commissioning of the new locks and infrastructure. The project got finally completed and inaugurated on June 26, 2016. The original projected completion date was 2014, but the project faced numerous delays due to various challenges, including cost overruns, labor disputes, and technical issues. These factors pushed the actual completion date to 2016. The project's process flow and WBS involved excavation and dredging. The project involved massive excavation and dredging efforts to widen and deepen the canal as well as the construction of the new locks. Lock construction. New locks were constructed on both the Pacific and the Atlantic sides of the canal each featuring water-saving basins and innovative design elements. Water management infrastructure. To optimize water usage, water-saving basins and other water management infrastructure were integrated into the new locks. Environmental and social impact mitigation measures were implemented to minimize environmental and social impacts, including reforestation programs, wildlife rescue, and community development initiatives. The Panama Canal Expansion Project had a comprehensive quality management and performance monitoring. The quality management plan included a detailed plan for how quality would be managed throughout the project life, including quality control and quality assurance measures. To ensure that the project met the required quality standards, several quality control measures were implemented, like inspections, testing, and documentation. The project also had a comprehensive performance monitoring system in place to ensure that the project was progressing as planned and that the required quality standards were being met. The project had a robust risk management system in place that included risk identification, risk assessment, risk mitigation, and risk monitoring. Stakeholder communication was a critical component of the Panama Canal Expansion Project. The project team developed a communication plan that included stakeholder identification, communication channels, communication frequency, and feedback mechanisms. The stakeholder concerns were environmental impact. Stakeholders such as environmental groups, local communities, and international organizations were concerned about the potential negative impact on the environment, including deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and water resource management. To address these concerns, the project included reforestation programs, wildlife rescue initiatives, and water saving measures. Social and economic implications. Local communities, labor unions, and the Panama government were concerned about the potential displacement of people, job creation, and the equitable distribution of economic benefits from the project. To mitigate these concerns, the project incorporated community development initiatives, job creation programs, and efforts to ensure that economic benefits reached local communities. Geopolitical considerations. The strategic importance of the Panama Canal raised geopolitical concerns among various communities, particularly those with significant maritime trade interest. Countries like United States and China closely monitored the project to assess its potential impact on trade and global influence. Safety and security. The safe and secure operation of the expanded canal was a concern for shipping companies, international organizations, and the Panama government. To address this, the project included strict quality assurance and control measures, adherence to international engineering standards, and the implementation of advanced security systems. Cost overruns and delays. Investors, the Panama government, and the international financial institutions were concerned about the project's budget, potential cost overruns, and delays. To mitigate these concerns, rigorous project management practices were employed, including schedule and cost monitoring, risk management, and contingency planning. Technical and engineering challenges. The complexity of the government and the need for innovative engineering solutions raised concerns about the project. Addressing these concerns required ongoing collaboration among engineers, contractors, and other stakeholders to ensure that the project was completed according to the highest technical standards. The successful completion of the Panama Canal Expansion Project in 2016 was due to an integrated project management, risk management, quality management and performance monitoring, stakeholder engagement and communication, innovative engineering solutions, environmental and social impact mitigation, and the WBS. These advanced aspects of project management contributed to the successful completion, showcasing best practices in large-scale infrastructure development and ensuring a lasting impact on global trade and economic growth. Some of the interesting facts were the expansion project involved the construction of new larger locks which were 1400 feet long, 180 feet wide, and 60 feet deep. The new locks feature innovative water-saving basins that recycle approximately 60% of the water used during each lock operation, reduced the overall water consumption of the canal. The expanded canal has doubled its capacity, allowing for the passage of larger vessels known as new Panamax ships which can carry up to 3 times more cargo than those that could transit the original canal. The expansion has contributed to reducing shipping time and cost, benefiting economies worldwide. To conclude, the Panama Canal Expansion Project is an example of a mega project that used advanced project management to overcome several obstacles and accomplish its goals. A centralized project management office, rigorous risk management, thorough quality control, and performance monitoring helped the project overcome cost overruns, delays, and technical issues while meeting international engineering standards and safety regulations.